Hi guys, so these two are up for rewigging today. This is my Pullip Susei, whose name is Bianca, and she's already had her wig removed, but I just put it back on, and I removed it so that I could rebody her. And I was looking for a brown wig for her. I really love the color of her wig. I love this orangey, or I guess it's a reddish brown. But I couldn't find one that was exactly that color, but I did find one that I think is going to work really well for her. It's this almost like a chestnut brown color wig, and it's called maroon, but it's not really maroon. I think of maroon as being more purpley. So I'm going to be rewigging her with this, and I hope she looks really pretty. And then I have my Dal Lila, whose name is Ren, and I'm going to be rewigging her, although I really have mixed feelings about it because her wig is just so pretty and the style is absolutely perfect for her. I really want her to have a girly look, and this wig with the pigtails just really makes her look like a little girl, which is exactly what I want. And it's super soft. I absolutely love the quality of how it feels, and it looks very pretty, and I like how the pigtails were already made, so that means that you can't see the wig cap. Like, it just looks really nice like that. My problem with this wig is that when I use flash photography, which most of the time I will be using with her, because most of my photos of her will be indoors, it gives off this really bright reflection, and it makes it look really plasticky. It is plasticky, but it feels very soft. It's one of the higher quality wigs, but it just doesn't look great in my photos. So I'm going to try rewigging her. I really want to keep the little girl style. So I have a Leek World wig here. These are both Leek World wigs. I have a Leek World wig here that I think will look very little girl-like for her, and I want her to look kind of like she was a spoiled princess when she was alive, and now she's a ghost, and she's going to be a real bratty ghost. So I did get a couple of other wigs. I just bought them from another doll collector. I got this one, which is very pretty. This one is, the style is MR073, and the color is called Sandy Brown. I find the names of the colors are really misleading. The style and brand of this one is WM088, and it's Eve Cream, which is my favorite color of wig. That's the only one I have of that. And then this one is WM069, and the color is maroon. And then I also, at the same time, I bought 4 wigs at the same time. This one is MR041, and it's Muddy Brown, which is kind of like a dirty blonde color. It's really pretty, and I like that it doesn't have bangs. So this one doesn't have a doll yet. I have a couple of ideas for this wig, but I haven't decided exactly which doll will get it. So I won't be using these two today. I have an idea for this wig too, but I won't be able to figure it out for a while. So I have a couple of make it own kits that I probably won't be making now until the spring, so these can just go away until the spring. So as I said, Bianca already has her wig removed. She is a type 3 doll, and so she has the 3 different pieces of her head, which is different than the type 2 dolls that have, or sorry, the type 4 dolls, which have just 2-part heads. So I thought I'd just point that out so she can just stay here and wait patiently for her wig. And I'll put her hair back on her so she looks a little bit better. And now I'm going to try to very carefully, because I might want to reuse this wig or sell it or give it to my daughters or something. I'm going to very carefully try to pry this wig off without damaging it too much. So I have a soft cloth that I put my doll face down on. I don't want her face down on my work surface, even though it is a clean work surface. I don't want her to get any shiny marks on her skin from kind of rubbing around while I do this. The tools that I usually only need to use, I usually only need a spoon, but sometimes if the spoon, like this, the edge of the spoon is a little wide, so sometimes I need a bit of a more narrow, and I use a butter knife. I don't typically use my X-Acto knife unless if I absolutely have to, because I don't want to damage the wig. But sometimes you do have to. I always start in the back, because if I accidentally scratch the the plastic of the doll, it won't be seen in the back. And what I'm doing is I'm going to zoom in so that you can see a little bit better. There we go. And I'm just kind of see where the fabric is on her stock wig right there. And I'm just sliding my spoon in and I'm pushing. This wig is going to come off pretty easily, I suspect, because look at how much I could slide my spoon in there. So that is good. And I'm just going to kind of keep wedging it in, going around the edge. So here's where the glue is. So it wasn't even glued in the back, it's just glued right here. I would rather not take her ponytails apart, so I'm going to try. Now since it's not even attached in the back here, I can actually use my thumb to try to pry it away and see how it just popped off like that. This is one of the easier wigs. Sometimes they're really stuck. And so what you want to do is get as much leverage in the back where it doesn't matter if you have to use a tool, so that by the time you get to the front, you can just pull it off and not even risk having a tool anywhere near her pretty face. And usually it's just glued around the outside. That's been my experience. Sometimes it's glued a little bit on the inside, but usually so far it's just been glued in the middle. This one has a bit of glue on the very top as well, so I'll just pull it. And there we go. So now I'm going to trim up all the little yucky pieces that shriveled up when I pulled that. So I'm just going to take my scissors and trim up any of these yucky pieces so that they don't show if I use this wig again. And I'm taking the time to do it now because I might forget by the time. I'm probably going to put this wig in storage for a little while, and by the time I pull it out to use it, it will be nice if it's in good working condition. And these were just the little pieces of hair that were stuck to her head with glue. So they weren't part of her hairstyle anyways. I'm going to tighten up her pigtails. There we go. So she's looking good. If I were to reuse this wig, I would try to figure out how to fix this hair. Oh, I just figured it out. Alright, so her wig is in still very good condition for reusing. That's just a little fuzzy that got in her hair from my cloth. There we go. So that is in good shape, and what I will do is put it in this wig net, and yeah, just put it in my drawer where I keep wigs. So I'm just taking all of that extra hair that's stuck to her head, and I am cutting it off so that little pieces of it don't stick out in an awkward way. It's good to take the time to pay attention to these kinds of details right now, because when I'm in the middle of a photo shoot and I see a stray hair hanging down that I can't get off, it's going to be frustrating. So I would rather take the time and get all of these little extra hairs off of her. I don't care so much about the ones up here that point in that direction because they won't show anyways. But I am eventually going to be rechipping her eyes. I haven't quite decided. I want to make her some spooky eyeballs, maybe some cloudy white ones or gray or something like that, but for now I'm just going to leave her because I like her eyes for now the way that they are. There's a little bit of something there. It's probably glue from her wig. So I have an alcohol-free baby wipe. I keep these in my craft room, and I've used these before just to try to get the glue off. They're very gentle. And yeah, that's about all that's going to come off. That's fine. There we go. So there's my little Baldy. He looks so cute. And I don't bother trying to get any of this off. I actually like that because it gives the new wig something to grip to so that it's less likely to fall off. So this is the wig that I'm going to be putting on her. It's a little girl wig. It's WM088 in the color of Eve Cream. It is a Leek World wig. It's so pretty. It has these little pigtails and then these little curls. And Leek World wigs are really good quality, so you don't have to worry too much about it getting too tangly or frizzy. It's going to be pretty cute. So this is a short hairstyle with these pigtails, and then also like kind of short, no, sorry, you guys probably didn't even see that. So this is a short hairstyle with these little cute little pigtails that are slightly longer than the rest of it, and then these two really long curls. I think she's going to look like a good little girl with this wig. So when it comes time to put the wig on, I usually put her right between my legs. So let me show you what I do. So let me see if I can point the camera so that you guys can see the way that I do that. Okay. My Freudian slippers. I'm a psychologist, so I have Freudian slippers. Okay. Alright, so I put her between my legs like this. And then, I'm going to move so that you can see me. And then, hang on, I got to move her little head. You have to be very careful that you're not too rough with her, because I don't want to break her neck peg, which is especially important if you're doing this with a doll that's on an Obitsu body. I have broken the neck peg before doing this. So I need to figure out which is the front and which is the back. This is the back and this is the front. And also there's a little tag here with leak on it that probably tells you which is the back. So all that I do is I get it so that most of the hair is out of this, and I put my thumbs like that so that I'm sort of turning it a little bit inside out but not entirely, and I'm stretching on the elastic. And then I just take my fingers out. I don't know if you saw that or not. So that does not get it on entirely, but it gets it a good start. And then I need to move my camera. Whoa! I don't want to put her down because if I do, the wig might pop off. So bear with me. Okay, so that gets it mostly on, but it is ready to pop off. So what I need to do is pull it down, and I also need to decide if I'm going to cover the eye mech or not. I usually do, just because I feel like the wig is a little bit more sturdy when I do, like it's on there better. So all that I did there, I think you saw it, I might have done it out of camera, but I just kind of pick it up and push it over the eye mech. Now because this is a dowel and not a pull-up, her eyes aren't going to close when you do that. Sometimes with a pull-up their eyes get a little sleepy looking because it pushes on her wink bars. But because dowels don't wink, we don't have to worry about that with her. So I'm going to put her head down. I'm going to be very, very careful with her neck. Putting her head down like that. And I'm grabbing the wig. This is the front, this is the back here, the longer part is right here. And I'm going to flip my thumbs like that. So this is my thumb and my thumb. There they are right there. flipping it like that. All of the hair is out of the wig, and I'm going to place it on like this. Now, this is the point at which I don't let go of it. It's not on all the way. If I let go of it, it will pop off. So you can't see what I'm doing. It's a little bit trickier getting a pull-up wig on. I'm going to hold it like that and then just take my fingers and pull the wig down a little bit, kind of over the point of no return, right? This wig, when I placed it, I already placed it over the iMech. I almost always cover the iMech, so that's where it is there. That's going to stay put, and the iMech is actually going to hold it in place. So there we go. And I just need to make sure that the front of it doesn't pop off until it's all in place. So I'm going to pull it there and pull it down here. There we go. I don't think it's going to pop off now. So I'll fix my camera. There she is, looking awesome. I actually really love this wig. This is quite nice. So now I'm just going to decide if it needs any adjustments, if it needs to be moved to the left or to the right. Basically, what I'm looking at is I want the long parts to be symmetrical. So the places where it starts to be long. And then she's got, oh, this beautiful, beautiful long bangs. There's just this part here with a tangly part in the wig cap. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's just a little flaw in the wig right there. I just want to make sure that her hair is going to cover that so that she looks very pretty. Oh, look at her. She looks amazing. I think this wig really suits her. She looks fantastic. I really, really love it. This is how it looks in the back. It does have this little ponytail, which is cute. It's very thin, and I was hoping for a thin wig. I was wanting to get a thin wig for her because I don't want her to be all hair. She's a very, very pretty doll, and sometimes when there's too much hair, it's just a little overwhelming. So there's a couple of pieces of hair here that I'm just going to trim. It's not really giving her a haircut so much as it's just getting the little crinkly pieces that stand out and getting them out of the way. Oh, Bianca, you're so pretty. I really wish that the wig was not so funky there. So now, as far as styling this wig goes, I'm going to try not to touch it too much. I'm going to smooth it with my fingers very, very gently and go over it with my toothbrush just to smooth it out. It needs some smoothing through here too. And there she is. She looks amazing. I really, really love this wig on her. It's not quite the burgundy color that I was hoping for, but it's very pretty nonetheless. I knew it wasn't going to be burgundy. I thought it was going to be a dark brown, and it is a very nice dark brown. It's not quite as dark, but it's decent. She's pretty. She's very pretty. So I will take some photos of her soon, and hopefully if I take them before I post this video, I'll put them at the end of the video. Otherwise, you can check out my Flickr and look for her. Okay, very nice. She's so pretty. Okay, so thanks for watching.